Hello, everybody. Look at all who's in here. Alicia, Julie, Sean, Dawn, hello. Patty, hi. You guys are all so faithful. I appreciate you so much. So good to see you. Look at all the colors there. So, Dawn, what is it with all the animals? You just felt like doing animals tonight, or is that kind of like what everybody's doing right now? That's cute. Hey, Eliza, how are you? Good evening to you, too. We have a gorgeous day today, didn't we? Oh, thanks, Alicia. You know, I try to be. Even though I can't put out a lot of videos, I try to be consistent. So, hey, Debbie, hello. Need to figure out if you need to buy a better phone or if an SD card would do for you, Samsung. I've never had a Samsung, so I couldn't tell you on that. I'm not sure. Hi, Connie. Oh, I don't have my list here. Do I have my list? Oh, this is fun. Nope, that's not the right list. How to garden, hello. I forgot your first name. I'm so sorry. Petsatics, hello to you. Oh, goodness. Where would that be? I'm not. Don't have everything all together. Thanks, Alicia, so much. It's so cute. Oh, the kitty cat's cute too. That's sweet. Oh, for next Monday. We don't have it in the forecast yet, but we are getting cold. We've got another front coming through Wednesday, and after that, all the forecast says highs in the 30s and 40s and lows in the 20s. So we're definitely in the S temperatures. I almost said the word. We're in the S temperatures, but we don't have it forecasted yet. We've been in a very, very dry streak. We did get some rain last night. We actually had tornado warning here. I don't know, Eliza, if you guys were in the tornado warning or not, but I was in the basement for a little bit. Hey, Kiri, hello to you. You've had the heat on low the last 2 days and the frost warning for you tonight. Yeah, I've been running the furnace for quite a while. But today it got up to, I think, 65, they said, which is pretty decent, actually. Yep, I'm so glad that we're okay, too. I don't know how much rain we got. I mean, it was some good rain, some good downpour, but it was a very narrow band that came through, so it was like a half-hour rain or something like that, but nothing that like is an all-day soaker. Our ground has been so dry. Yep, today was our last warm day. Tomorrow's supposed to be about 58, I think. So, sorry, I got an eyelash. It's bothering me here right under my glasses. Yeah, I think tomorrow's 58, and then Wednesday it starts like at 40 or something like that, 43. So, yes, it was a heat wave. Oh my goodness. A quarter mile on the road and got hailed. Oh no. Today she got hail? I didn't think there was even anything out there anymore. Oh my goodness, that's not good to get hailed on when you're out there. Eli, hello. Good evening to you. What is winter? I know. You're such a pansy living down there in all that temperate weather. Oh. Your AC has been running nonstop. Yeah. I'm just teasing you, Eli. Yeah, so we don't have any of that in the forecast yet, but it's giving us the time frame we need, a couple weeks here, to get things ready for winter. And that's kind of our subject matter tonight. But I just want to hear from you guys for a little bit, what you've been up to, what your weather's been doing. Hey, Grandpa's Urban Homestead, hello. So I've got this little external microphone. I don't know if I can unclip it without you guys getting all kinds of static and stuff, but it's this little microphone here. I'm just clipping onto the side of my laptop. And so it's giving me a little bit better sound. So I'm glad that that works a little bit better. Thanks for asking, Alicia. I've actually been a little under the weather. Just fighting a cold for the last week. And I know it's just from exhaustion from everything and just pushing way past what I should be pushing. But I've been really trying to rest a lot and do everything I can. I've gone through all of my elderberry syrup. I need to make some more. Doing all my teas and everything. So I've been just trying to laying low. That's where I'm talking about winter prep, probably to try to give myself a pep talk because I've got so much to do out there. I've got, oh my goodness. So I'm probably a month behind already in getting ready for stuff. So I'm just kind of in the frame of mind of what I get done, and I just know that I'm going to have a whole lot of stuff in the spring to have to take care of. But you know, it is what it is right now. And sometimes life just goes that way, so I just have to deal with it. Yes, Saturday was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. We had my mom's, here, I don't know. We had my mom's burial on Saturday, and the weather was absolutely gorgeous. We had, you know, the fall leaves falling all around and everything, and out at the cemetery, and so it was really beautiful. It was nice. What is this winter? Oh, I know, Kiri, down there, you don't have to do much to get ready for it either. Yeah, Patty, I know you know what that is. So anyway, I have got a couple surprises that came in the mail. I don't know where a Michigan daffodil is, but I was going to open it here on, she sent me an envelope and she says, you can open it on camera for fun, but do it if you like, but do whatever you want. So she sent me some lemon basil seeds and a sample with a surprise. Yeah, it does, Debbie. And you know, just not having the energy because I'm fighting this cold and stuff. I just, you know, I don't want to push it to be able to be susceptible to anything bigger, you know. And I certainly don't want to go down into my lungs because you guys know what happens then. So, holy cow, she's got, look at all these little packets from Michigan Daffodil. So, you're canning ugly chicken. That's awesome. Hey, Dandelion Fields, hello. Some calendula, bright yellow. Oh, she's got all different ones that she did. This one's a light yellow with a brown center. These are all calendulas. And it's a large orange one. So here's the lemon basil seeds. So that'll be so fun. I do want to get a whole variety of basil. Oh, lemon basil sample. Oh, I can see through this. She actually dried the, let's see if I can open this up here. She sent some dried basil to me so I could see what it's like. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. So let's see if that's some dried basil in there. Thank you, Michigan Daffodil. Appreciate that so much. And ooh, blue sage and pineapple sage. So I have the one kind of sage. I I'd have to look back at my seeds. I'm not sure. The sage I have. It's been a while since I planted it. Like 6 months. Down this box. So I'm not sure which sage I planted. And then we have pineapple sage. This would be so great. And it's a sample too. So I've got to smell this. Yes. Oh, it smells really, really good. Smell pineapple sage here. And then blue sage. This is so great. Oh my goodness. You know what, Eliza? It definitely could be allergies too. My brother asked me that because I know fall is really bad for him for allergies too. He's like, hey, allergies acting up? And it's like, I've never had to deal with allergies really for seasonal things until this spring was bad. And so, I don't know, it's like there's something more in the air or something, or I'm just, my immune system is changing or something. I don't know, but things have just been kind of really, really wacky. So, yeah, and then she sent this cute little card. So that was so sweet. That was so sweet. You switched to the phone, still sorting out power, and it's much quieter. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, Sean, it's like well, I don't know when you filmed that. Was it last weekend? You filmed that you moved? So that's so cool that you're totally off grid right now. And then I got this from, I don't know if you guys, for any of you who were on Southern Bliss Homestead, when Mac was they were doing their giveaways for coasters and everything, and I won one, so they sent it to me. So I got the Southern Bliss Homestead coaster. So it's a nice little coaster here, and I got a sticker too. Post from Thursday. Okay, yeah, Patty, that I know too. So, and it has been, all summer. I've had over a year really of really severe stress, but yeah, all summer it's been really bad. So, I've just been in the house. So it's something, it's all of a sudden closing up the house and having these symptoms and stuff like that. So it's something could be very easily, mustiness and stuff like that. It could be, as well as they're in major harvest right now. They're just finishing up the soybeans and going into the corn. So there's a gazillion things in the air right now. And we haven't had enough rain to keep the dust down. So it's like everything's in the dust. So yes, Eliza, exactly. It's been so dry this summer. Oh, your families have been worse this year too. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So maybe take some time to go do something you're like, oh, this sounds so great. Thank you. That's great advice. Thank you. Eli, where are you with that advice? Oh my goodness. Southern Bliss Homestead, other than the sticker and the coaster, sent me a sweet note here. Some marigold seeds and some more seeds. I've got a melon. It looks really, really good. I don't know that I'm going to be able to grow it in my climate, but we'll see. And marigolds, I can grow those easily. A tomato, German pink. Those look really beautiful. And bok choy. I have never grown bok choy. I know if that's a long season plant. It's not frost hardy. Cool spring or fall conditions. That I'd have to check out more. But yes, I did, Alicia. Oh, I'm sorry. I have it in the refrigerator. But yes, I did get that. I'm so sorry. I would have brought it. It's just like scattered today. Alicia sent me this cutest little sample jar of homemade strawberry jam, and it is so incredible. So thank you so much, Alicia. That was so beautiful. Really sweet. Yeah, Patty is really good at the little notes and everything. So it's a cool weather plant, grows quickly. Okay, well that is good to know. Bok choy. I know that in my gardener always grows some bok choy and bok choy and stuff like that. So this one's purple lady. That sounds really fun. I'll have to try that. Next year. So start the seed in a degrading pot and put it in the ground. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. Oh, Michigan Daffodil, there you are. You just missed it. You'll have to go back and look at it. But I just opened all your little goodies. Thank you so much. So sweet of you. So very sweet. Wet Chili, Michigan. Your ears burning, yes. Yeah, I grew Kajari melons this year. I actually have, I hope you didn't get on order, some of the Minnesota midget cantaloupe, I think it is. I'm going to try to grow those this year, but because if they can grow them at the U of M, they can grow them here, or I can grow them here. But so melons, they might take too long. But anyway, I tried the Kajari. I got one fairly decent sized one, and it fell off, and it was rotten, and it was just like, okay. So I didn't really like my climate. And by the time there were other little ones on, we were getting cold, and nothing was growing there. Well, welcome to the U.S. from Chile. Hello. Oh, she saw what you sent. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see what you did. You're just telling her that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. And thank you for all of the prayers and the notes and cards and everything. I really appreciate it. Yeah, my dad is not doing that well, but you know, I don't expect him to go too much longer anyway. So we'll just see where things go with it. So just make it through one day at a time, right? So, all right. So yeah, we had our front come through last night. I mean, it wasn't hot weather we had by any means. It was nice, 60s, and I think we hit 70 a couple days. But yeah, the front came through with tornadoes and everything. And now we're going to get cooler after Wednesday. We're at, it's like cool fall. I don't want to say pre-winter, but it's more cool fall. So my winter prep, I go through about 7 main categories for my winter prep. And I just want to kind of compare or find out what you guys go through too, and it's like, this is the things that I need to do. So was that better, Kiri? Did that help? And my gardener's out of seeds. There are some things that are coming back a little at a time. If you put all your seeds in a wish list with My Gardener, you'll be notified when they come back in. Now, I've been notified on some things that they haven't changed yet on their website, so I just keep that window up and I refresh it every day, just check to see if it's in stock yet or not. But I've been able to get a couple more orders in that way. So things that I need to winter prep. I've got my main categories are my garden, my lawn, my trees, my tools, compost, my hoses and water and all that kind of stuff. And then any insulating that I would need to do around the house to in the way of repair or anything like that. And then one extra category, just like little miscellaneous things if I need to paint some trim or do anything like that. Now, once we get to where the highs are only the 40s, I can't paint anymore. So if I don't get it done during the summer when it's warm, it's not really going to get done. But Oh, hey, Southern Bliss Homestead. Hello. You're modding for another channel. Okay, that's fine. Um, so I have a lot of things to do. So those are kind of like my main categories out there that I have to get things done, put to bed, so to speak, to sometimes get things protected, bring things inside that they've been out all summer, all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Homestead Engraving. Hello, how are you guys? No worries. No worries. I know you got your family to feed and take care of. Um, so for the garden, first of all, if I have anything that I've been drying in there to save seed, I need to harvest the seed and get, make sure that those are all done and dry and well, and so get any type of seed out of there. I don't have that much this year, just because the summer was really, really odd, not only with my schedule, but some of the things I wanted to save, like the beans, ended up with blight, so you don't want to be saving seeds that have blight. Um, just stuff like that. So, Matt and Sarah. Um, then all my other plants, I need to pull plants. There's some people that will just cut them down to the ground or an inch or two above the ground or something and just leave the whole root systems in to decompose in there. And, that I think that works okay in some climates and in some, um, if you don't have small beds and things like that, if there's a bigger area, it can work a little bit better that way. For me, in my smaller beds that I have, they're either 3x6 or 4x6, so those are small, but I get a lot out of them. And what I need to do is, make sure that the soil is as loose and wonderful and filled with stuff, all kinds of good stuff as possible. And if I leave a lot of old roots in there, that's going to interfere with other things growing, especially like if I'm growing like carrots or something, and I've got old roots in there, it's going to interfere with what they're doing and what they're growing. So I do pull everything up and out. Some things I compost, some things I will just, you know, bring down to the city compost or something. You ordered a steam canner. Awesome. Can winter chunky applesauce with it. Yeah, anybody else have a steam canner? I've been loving it. It is great. It is. I've used it so much. And it's always nice to have as a backup if you're doing a lot of water bath canning. If you need to have your water bath canner and your steam canner side by side and keep rotating and going through, it's always nice to have a backup. But really, my steam canner has replaced my water bath canner, so I'm really glad for you. That's great. All right. So I need to pull the plants, and then I amend the soil. Usually at this point in time in the fall, it means loading, leaves in there, straw, whatever, compost, different things that I can just pile in there in the dirt, try to work it in a little bit, do some layering on top, chopped up comfrey leaves, putting all these nutrients back into the soil so that they can take the winter and the spring to just kind of seep down. Any water that comes, it'll just kind of, work its way down into the soil. And the ceramic top stove. Oh, interesting. Canning applesauce tonight. Oh, wonderful. I actually made some apple pie filling. When did I make that? Saturday? No, it was last Friday, Thursday or Friday sometime. And turned out really good. So then I amend the soil. So harvesting the seeds, pulling the plants, mending the soil. I think everybody else does that, right? And then I plant garlic, plant the flower bulbs, do any bed repair. Try to weed everything in there. Try to get all the weeds and everything that's grown up along the rows, between the beds, around the fence, all that kind of stuff. Try to get everything taken care of in that way. Hey, Thrifty VG, how are you? Try to clean up the entire area, cut back the herb beds, mulch it with leaves, and mulch the flower beds. So that's a lot of work. That's probably a good 2 weeks worth of work right there. Just, oh, yeah. It's kind of everywhere, Thrifty VG, I think. So what does everybody else do with their garden for overwintering? Do you leave everything and then just till it under in the spring, or what do you do? I'd like to get a conversation going on that. That'd be so great. So Patty, what kind of it drips a lot? It must not sit right or something. I don't know. With the steaming, it's interesting. You have 2 water bath canners and a pressure can. That's awesome. No worries. You clear it and then let the chickens in to clean up seeds and then cover with leaves. Okay. That's nice to have the help with the chickens. That's so great. It's an aluminum one. You follow the directions, got it secondhand. Oh, maybe it was defective. Mine's aluminum too. It's really lightweight, which is also nice because you don't have to be lifting these big heavy things and either. The garden was fertilized and tended before the fall winter garden. Okay. Garden is completely full of wonderful veggies. Oh, girl, you're in Georgia. Getting a whole nother crop there. Awesome. Welcome, Donna. That is so great. You clean out the old plants and compost them and mulch the beds. Okay. You raked leaves from 2 churches and some new center pile of leaves in your raised bed. And nice. That is excellent. Yeah, most leaves are really, really good for the garden. I think Heaven's Essentials told me that oak leaves have a tannin in them that can actually put toxins into your soil. So you have to be careful, like what trees that they're coming from. You pulled your beans yesterday to dry. Pull your corn when it's dry again. You missed your dry window. Oh, because it rained on you, right? You'll be carving your new garden spot out this fall. Yay! Oh, no. Chainsawing again. Your place looks good. Did you get your driveway all fixed up, Sean? Oh, thanks, Matt and Sarah. Appreciate it. My cord got to plug in here. Driveway set. Awesome. You let your animals in to feast. The goats do a great job of cleaning up the garden, so I don't have to. That is so fantastic. That is great. Yeah, it really helps to have other sources of help there, even if it is from the chickens and the goats. That works great. So you cover with leaves after you add fresh composted soil. You sowed lettuce and red kale and continues to cover it because it's cold early here. Okay. What do you mean by decommissioning, Patty? Are you just pulling everything or just letting it just die? You'll blow your oak leaves out this year and will compost them with chicken manure because they break down slowly along the bed. Okay. Oh, that'll be a good compost then, Julie. Yeah, I know you just can't put them right into your beds kind of fresh in that way. That's awesome. All right. So then the next big thing that I have to do for my winter prep. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Another Minnesotan here. Hey, Jason, you're late. Oh, that's quite all right. I have my garlic. Yes, sir. You pull stuff in the vegetable garden, normally sow cover crop and that's true. Okay. Donna, you will be building 2 additional raised beds over the winter. You're also renting the community garden spaces here. Technically, city. Okay. Oh, Debbie, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, for my lawn. So this is all Minnesota winter prep. And as you know, we end up with a long winter. Basically, I think kind of a timeline is like I have to have everything ready by November 1st. Preferably before that, but November 1st. So today's the 12th. So I have about 2.5 weeks. And hey, Michelle P., how are you? So it's, you know, like I said, the last couple of weeks, I just haven't had the energy for this. But snow mold outside, just put leaves on. Then this, that would work really well, Michigan daffodil, yeah. You could put the leaves on and then put some branches over them to hold them so the wind doesn't blow them. And then any snow and stuff you get on there will still compact them, but then you can work it in the spring. So you could do either one, really. For my lawn, I need to rake leaves, mow, cut back any plants that I have out there, like all my peony bushes and stuff. I don't like looking over there. Look at this. I have a bunch of ferns and then irises and stuff, so I need to trim all those back, clean them up, weed them out. That sounds like rawhide. Clean them up, weed them out, rawhide. I'm getting loopy, guys. Oh, goodness sakes. And trim the shrubs. All right. Hey, Rustic Traditions, hello. Jason, time to patch your lawn. Keep it moist till the grass sprouts. Water in the morning and at night, 1 to 2 times a week after that. Okay. Jason, where are you? I don't remember. Thanks, Michigan Daffodil. I've had to do that, and I've run out of branches and sticks and all that kind of stuff, but it really, really does help. And you know, sound barely. You have to do some Saturday afternoon watching all the old westerns, and then you'll know the song. Hey, Patty, thanks for coming back. Hi, Teresa. Oh, that's funny. Get along, little seedlings. I like that. That's good. Oh, Sandy, you've had moles real bad in your lawns. Oh, no. You're in Kansas. Okay. So you don't get the severe winters that we do, but yeah, that helps to keep it going all winter long. We had some rain last night, which really, really helped because we were getting very hard and crispy and brown and everything, and the rain has really helped. Typically, I need to water all the trees really well if it's been a really dry fall. So if I water all the trees really, really well and get the root systems and everything good and wet, they do better over the winter because then the water and the soil can freeze and really it sounds really odd, but it ends up protecting the roots of the trees better rather than it being so dry and then it goes in and freezes the roots right away. So it might seem counterintuitive, but it really does. It does help. You feed the moles juicy fruit gum. Cool. Okay, so that's the lawn, and that takes a while. I have not mowed for a while just because I haven't been here to be able to mow, and then I haven't been feeling well. So anyway, then all my trees, and these are probably not as high priority, but it still needs to be done. and it's so much better. Yeah, Jason, I heard that too. I think Jess was talking about that last night on Roots and Refuge. So you trapped from here when they got bad, you have to take no mercy. Ooh. Oh no. Was he able to shoot him in town? I wouldn't think. Juicy fruit cornballs. Okay, you guys are funny. So my trees, they're, especially my front birch trees, you know, they just grow out so fast. And so there are a lot of them that are hanging down and like hanging on my car and over the walkways and stuff. So I really need to trim those up so that when they don't have leaves on them, kamikaze beetle, when they don't have leaves on the winter and they're frozen and lots of high winds, they will bang against things and scratch them up and hit people in the face and stuff. So I really need to trim those up. Then any dead branches, like especially off my apple trees, get those off of there. Yeah, I was going to say patio. Yeah. To eliminate moles, you need 3 things: hard-boiled eggs, lemon cookies, and a ball of peanut. Draw them in and bang them, right? Oh, you had a good rain last night. Yeah. Yes, Sandy, we did have a good rain. I was under a tornado warning. I don't know if anybody else was or not. And then I've got that whole hedge of lilacs in there that I have to trim all back too. So that's like not a have to, but it's gotten out of hand and they need to be done. My older brother was going to come and help me with all the tree trimming and everything this last month, actually in September, but with everything with my mom, that just didn't happen. And now it's hunting season and he's off. So I don't think that's going to get done this fall. Hopefully we can get it done next summer. So every day for 6 days in a row at 2 p.m., put a hard-boiled egg in the mole hole. Exactly 3 minutes later, place a lemon cookie in the hole. Sean, are you pulling our legs? Sounds... yeah, Patty, a lot of these are going to be, it's like a lot of the low-lying scrub under the lilacs so that I wouldn't actually be losing that many blooms at all. And some of the ones I need to cut are like broken branches and stuff like that. And they're also hanging over where they fill the LP tank, so I need to clear that out. But I would lose very, very few blossoms if I were to do that now. And I can still get out there. I mean, I can get out there and chainsaw in the snow if I need to. They actually cut better because they're frozen then. How big are the trees? My birch, I would say the branches I need to cut are probably 6 to 8 inches in diameter. Not too bad. I have some on my ash tree, probably about the same. Not too bad. Oh, there you go, Girls' Day. Mine's a girly chainsaw too. It's electric. It's meant for just, trimming. It's not meant for like cutting down trees like Sean does. So at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, the mole will pop his head out and scream, "Where's my lemon cookie?" Oh, goodness sakes. Hey, Gil. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Oh. See what happens when you don't have electricity, Sean? You fall back on your wit. Yes. Oh, is it pink? No, mine is not pink. So it's not that girly, not at all. Hey, Legacy Home and Garden, thanks for coming. The battery chainsaw. Ooh, very cool. I even want it with chain. Oh, come on. Just die already. You guys are seeing a murder on YouTube. There you go. Got the deal. He's going to be interfering with my live. It's going to be gone. Oh, thanks, Eli. Thank you. Did my lilacs skip light this summer? No, they didn't. They actually did really well. I know. I was like, I had to give him a little razz with that on his last post too, so it was good. You want chartreuse? I'll take a blue chainsaw. I like blue, if you can't tell. What are we? Milwaukee chainsaws. So we can bring all the dogs in tea. There we go. He said murdery beetles again. It is not a ladybug. They're Asian beetles. Because we've got the major soybean harvest going right now. And so whenever they're harvesting these soybeans, the Asian beetles love all the aphids that are all over the beans. And so when they go to harvest them, it disturbs them all and they just fly everywhere and swarm around in our homes and then bug us for a few weeks. Oh, I know, you bothering me in my live? Die. Oh, I know. And they stink so bad. Right, Sarah? Oh my goodness. They just, yeah, I would not do pink. I wouldn't even do pink camouflage. I don't even do that. When I wear camo, just really wear real camo, you know. This is funny. Growing microgreens this winter. Very good. I don't even want to know, Sean. I don't even want to know. That is true, Sean, or Jason. Yes, it is. It is very true. 3 pennies of bungee stripping. No. Just because I have them all doesn't mean I'm going to use them in that way, right? Okay. So I've covered the garden, the lawn, and then started some compost bins that I have a whole video on it, and I'm really trying to get to all these. So yes, it is good medicine. So I'm going to be piling leaves into the compost, anything else I can find from the garden, and just working that, turning it over, getting things ready, because it'll be frozen solid all winter and all that good stuff. So trying to get that all set and ready to go. Trees, compost, tools. Okay. Yes, it is, Sean. Thank you. Thank you for making me smile and laugh. So all my tools, my shovels, spade, all my different things that I use, I want to make sure that they're all cleaned up when I finally get done with doing what I need to do in the garden, in the yard. And so clean all the dirt off of them, oil them down. I oil the metal too, as well as any wood, just in case things are scratched up at all, you know, that they would end up rusting over the winter. Oil the wood handles down really well. I also sharpen like my shovel and stuff like that. So I've got from my grandfather, who was born in the 1800s. Yes, I know, it's old. Thanks, Eli. Put the leaves in a pile, chop them with a mower, then compost. Yes, that would be great too. Thanks, Jason. Very good idea. So, have I thought of vermiculture for winter composting? No, I haven't. I haven't thought of that, Patty. So that would be interesting. You also oil all the wood and metal on your tools. Yep. But from my grandfather, I have this old, it's like a bench grinder, and it's got two different grinding wheels on it. One's more of a, it's got like the wire, it's like a wire brush grinder wheel. And the other one's solid, so it'd be more like a, almost like a whetstone type of material, I guess you could say, whatever. It's a solid stone wheel. And it's electric, and you just turn it on, and I sharpen all my shovels there, and I need to again because they've gotten dull after a lot of use and everything. And so that was something that's on my list to do this winter. I've got to sharpen those. So if I can just run it through, I'll sharpen those up, sharpen any hand spades, any hose, anything that I would need to use out there that I need sharp, I just sharpen them up. So Grandpa does that. We have the mower only for the leaves. We hire someone to mow the grass. I know, I wish I could. Rustic traditions. I have, it's the one I use out in the garden all the time. It's really more of a spade. So, it's got this kind of shape shovel and long wooden handle. It's my grandfather's shovel too. He used it in his garden. And so I take really good care of that one to make sure I do it. But yes, so I sharpen the edges of my shovels so that they can cut through the sod or any of the dirt or anything that's really hard. It just cuts through so much easier, and you're not sitting there fighting with the dirt if you need to be, digging deep or going through some hard stuff. So, hey, homesteading in Idaho, hello. Thank you for coming in. Your bench grinders, if you get a house to move into, it's on your Christmas list or your wish list. So I'm hoping that I can get a video done of doing my tools. I don't know. I've just got a lot to do before winter comes, and I don't know if I'll get it all done. But like I said, I'll just do what I can do. So I clean those up, oil any parts, store them away all properly so that they're not just like, you don't want to just throw them in a pile outside and leave them for the winter because, they're covered with snow for 5 months. It's like you come out and find them the next spring and they're ruined. So you just want to take care of your tools, especially if you have put money into them or they're, they're a really good tool. They're like mine is my grandfather's shovel. So it's like I want to take good care of it. I don't want to just let it go. So do I have a favorite oil for my tools? I actually, I don't remember the brand of it. Comes in a little, I use two different ones. For the metal, it's like a 3-in-1 tool oil. It comes in a little can, a little squirt one, so I use that on there. For the wood, I like to use Old English oil. And so, Sean, there you go, use 3-in-1 oil. Yep, I use that for all the metal parts and everything. And so that gives it a really good coating. Keeps it from rusting, and it does a really nice job. Well, thanks, Thrifty VG, for coming in. I really appreciate it. Use linseed oil for the wood. So, okay. That would work too. Old English is what I've had in the house for years, so that's what I've been using. But I do have some linseed oil this year, so maybe I'll try that. So we'll see. Tools. So then I have to bring in like my lawnmower after I'm done using everything that has to come in. I got to store everything in the basement. Have to store all my stuff where it needs to go. Bring in all my garden equipment, buckets, cans, just carts, anything like that has to all come back inside, get stored in the basement. This year, I don't know where I'm going to put it because I canned so much more food and I need to build some shelves and I need to get some stuff out of the basement before I can put those in. Oh, good night, Kiri. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. You get some gold paint from Walmart and sprayed all your tools gold. Paint seals the tool inside and the tools are worth it. Okay, well, that works too. Absolutely. Anything that can help to keep it from rusting. Red Pig Tools here in Oregon. It uses motorcycle chain oil for the metal and linseed for the wood. Okay, motorcycle chain oil, that'll work good too. You made the comfrey balm? Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You know, I've got a full jar of comfrey. I'm going to try to dry a little bit more, but that's on my list to do. And because I've got enough to make a good batch of calendula oil and now comfrey oil too. So used tractor oil. Oh, anybody wants free used tractor oil? Find Single Man there. We'll get it to you. You store extra hoses that you make sure are dry and empty inside a protected building. Okay, good idea. Yeah, so that's another thing that's another category is all my hoses and water and everything. So all the hoses, when I'm done with what I have to do outside, or freezing temperatures come before then, which is going to be the end of this week, I have to make sure all the hoses are emptied out. There's no water left in them. Disconnect them all from the house, all that kind of stuff. Coil them up, bring them down in the basement, hang them down there. And then I've got big garbage can bins of rainwater that I've got stored, so all of that's going to have to get emptied. I might take some of that and run it through my Berkey and store some extra water rather than just dumping it out. So what do you guys think about that thought? What do you think about that thought? Yes, repurposing. Hey, I'm all for repurposing, that's for sure. Did you see the shelves Papa Pepper was showing? No, I didn't. Yes, I have lips on the back of my shelves that I built actually, so that they don't, fall off the back of them. I don't need them on the front here because I'm not in an earthquake zone, but you never know. Sandy comfrey is excellent for skin and bone issues and different things like that. You use it externally, but it's really, there's so many health benefits to it. So it'll help with arthritis and tendonitis and, fractures and different things, the healing of stuff as well as your skin. So it's really, really good. Oh, yes, absolutely too. And then what Eli said, livestock food and dropping your raised beds. Absolutely. Great for composting. Puts tons of nutrients back in your soil. Matt and Sarah, are you kidding? You really do on your cutting boards? Is that even okay to eat off of them? Oh, now I started just kidding. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I don't want one of your cutting boards. You're doing that. Oh my goodness. Oh, Grandpa's homestead. Grad school's kicking you. Okay. Thank you for coming. That was really, really nice of you to be here. It's a good break, I bet. Yeah, Michigan daffodil. There've been a bunch all over the place. Heaven's Essential, and I watch a particular channel that he's right up on all the earthquakes and things happening. So it's interesting to see where everything is and what's going on. Your livestock consists of 2 dogs, 2 cats, and an adult grandson. That's funny, Sandy. That's good. Oh, are you right, Sean? Right? Oh. Oh, that's good, Sarah. I'm glad. Okay, so the hoses and water. So I don't see anybody answer me about what do you think it'd be a good idea for me to take some of that rainwater and run it through my Berkey? I don't know. I've got some extra water jugs. You can hear the train out there. You see, like rolling Jello. That would be good tip, Jason. Good tip. Yes, not the first rain. Okay, so I've got maybe 50 gallons of rainwater. And I just would hate to just dump it, and it's been sitting undisturbed for quite some time, a couple months, and so any sediment has fallen to the bottom. So I think it would be running through my Berkey okay. 1 3-month-old kitten. All right, so hoses and water, then insulation. Anything that I need to do, the one main thing that I have to get done every winter is to cover the area where my septic pipe comes out of the house and everything. It's only about 6 inches below the ground level. And so what I do is I take a tarp, stuff it full of leaves, and then make an area probably about 6 by 8 feet, maybe, and I pack it probably a foot thick of leaves at least, and wrap this tarp around it and then weight it down so it doesn't blow away. And so I need to insulate that around there. Some years I've bagged bags of leaves, raked up and have bags of leaves and then put them all around the foundation. That's just way too much work. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, so then I'm going to put a lot of the leaves right in the compost. So I've got that going on this year. And so then I've got like a little miscellaneous category of other things that I would like to get done, but it's not necessary. And I mean, not essential to have ready for winter at all, but the rainwater in the milk jugs and store in the basement of your plants. I'll appreciate it. Oh, that's true. I could that's a good idea, Jason. Just store for the plants and not even worry about it for drinking water. Could do that too. All right. Garden tip for tonight is the more that you can add to your soil in the fall, the better it is for planting it in the spring. So because again, it's got time for the rain or the snow melt off or whatever to carry the nutrients deeper down into your soil rather than just waiting until spring and just piling things on and then planting. So it's all about giving your soil the nutrients it needs. And so that's my gardening tip. So try to do as much as you can in the fall with getting that ready. My prep tip is that if you are able to build your own canning shelves, it's far cheaper than trying to go out and buy any shelves and everything. Plus, you're custom sizing it to what you need and what you need. Oh, Eli, you're on a roll here too. So you build them to fit the size jars you are storing. So let's say you only can in quarts, and that's all that you do is just quarts and quarts. So why would you make them big enough for a half gallon or small enough for a half pint or something? It's like make your shelves whatever distance that your jar is that you normally have, and then add like an inch, 1 to 2 inches above that, and have that space, and then space out your shelves in that. that height. If you're doing a combination of them, have your bigger jars, your wider ones on the bottom, and then get narrower as you go up. That way you are not wasting space. If you see a lot of shelves, they'll be, 15 to 18 inches between each shelf. Well, you've got a layer of pint jars on there, and you should not be stacking your jars on top of one another unless you have like a board or something, or at least cardboard sheet between them, so that there's something else it can support on instead of sitting on top of that one jar on top of another canning lid in that way. So yeah, just never stack your jars in that way. Thank you, Eli. That confirms that. So so just utilize your space as best you can. If you have a space that's like only 4 feet wide in the area that you need, whether it's a pantry or a basement or something, or root cellar, make sure you take that 4 feet and then go as deep as you can. If you can only go 10 inches, use that 10 inches deep. And like Patty said earlier, to put a little bit of a lip on the front and the back so that the jars won't come out. You don't want your hard-earned, hard-worked for food falling off of there, and if you're in an earthquake zone, make them even higher. You might need to allow a little bit more space on top in order to get the jars out of there, but do that. So make it as deep as you possibly can. If you can go up to 2 feet deep, or even 30 inches deep, that would be fantastic, but utilize your space as well as you can, and have, your spaces up there. And it's just a basic construction in making your shelves, and you can easily do that. So Dave, there you go. Yeah, and really, Dave, you need to have something between them too, so not just sitting one on top of the other. But thanks for coming in. So maximize your area. Yep. Oh, also solid boards will last a whole lot longer than using plywood or OSB or anything like that, because it might feel like it's solid and everything, but after you've done a couple years of heavy canning jars, and I think if you pick up a box of a dozen jars that are filled, you know how heavy that is. You start getting all those jars weighing that wood down. Anything that is not a solid wood is going to bend really, really easily. So that's a good point, Patty, too. The deeper the shelf, the better. Remembering to rotate your stock too, yes. And if it's deeper, then you can actually do like a row. Let's say you have green beans. You can do, green beans, like say 7 or 8 jars deep, and then have, a row in that way. And then you'd have beets or something, and then corn or whatever you've got going on. So, so that really, really helps too. So anyway, guys, that is all my stuff for tonight. You guys didn't tell me a whole lot about what you do for winter prep and everything, but what I was telling you tonight was what I have to do in Minnesota, and what I have to get ready for things. And I know we've got a couple other Minnesotans here tonight too, and you guys are going to have to be getting ready also. It's just that time of the year. So we had like a little bit of a breather between, harvesting and canning, and now winter prep. So not that much, but store your clean empty jars where you had full ones that you used up. Oh, that's a good idea. I actually store mine back in their boxes, and then I just stack the boxes in another place. But buy wool blend socks. That's a good winter prep, yes. Right now I was talking about outside. Inside and clothing, that's a whole nother thing. But yes, turn up the heat first. Oh, Matt, did I catch you asleep? Collected heaps of calendula seeds today. Oh, I've got a lot. Actually, I do. Thank you. Ooh, Thai basil. I will love to have some Thai basil too. So you guys are so wonderful. Thank you. Sorry I've gone over. I know there's some others that are on live tonight, and I want to give you a chance to get over to them. But oh, thanks, Sean. You made it be fun. So, you guys, yeah, we need a silly moment here. It's really good. Clean out the rain gutters. Oh, another really good tip. Yes, that's one thing I never get to, unfortunately, and I probably should. I'd probably be surprised what I see up there. Oh, goodness sakes. All right, guys. Thanks, Eli. Oh, wow, Sandy, that's great. Well, you guys take care. God bless. Always have hope. And we will see you next Monday night. So much. God bless you guys too.